Hello, everyone, and welcome to Love After Lockup, season 7, episode 14, I believe. No Crash Dummy. This episode was, to me, it was kind of boring, but we're gonna review it and talk about what went on and whatnot. I hope everyone watched it. It's Sunday. I'm kind of late putting out my review, but let's get into it, y'all. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. Let's get into some things, y'all. We got up on the stage. We have Bonita, Goddess, and Moo. Okay. So this scene starts off with Moo. He's finishing up getting his hair braided from Goddess, and he's like, I'm about to hit the streets. I'm about to go to the strip club. Not Goddess is like, damn, you ain't even spend no time with me. You ain't spent 12 hours. She's like getting kind of suspicious of what's going on with him. But Nita's over there crashing out at her place because she ain't seen Moo in 24 hours. Now I have no idea how he's getting away with all this, but I kind of see how it's going to play out at the end. I don't know if you guys seen how it's going to play out. I'm not going to dispose that here. If you want to know what's going to happen, you might want to go over to According to Amber. Shout out to her because she exposes everything when it comes to Love After Lockup. But um, Bonita is over there crashing the fuck out. She's in Ubers and she's on scooters and she's really, I don't think this is a scene. I don't think this is an act. The way she feel and rightfully because who fucking has a man that come home and he goes to urgent care and then you don't see him for the next fucking 24 hours. Like that's weird as hell. He's not answering. She has no idea where he's at. Blah blah blah. But I got a feeling that when he was out here on the streets, he was doing the same exact thing to Bonita. But Goddess don't really know him like that. She just experienced him by braiding his hair, and then she got with him. Probably when he went to jail or whatnot. I don't know how they end up hooking up. I forgot. Let me know in the comments if you guys know how Bonita and Goddess got together. Besides him doing her hair, I don't know if they hooked up then, but they never sexually hooked up when he was out here. So yeah, maybe they were just friends and they communicated and then they got together. I don't know what's going on with that, but Goddess said she don't believe nothing that he's saying now that he's out. And rightfully so because he's acting weird as hell. Like he's treating her like he been with her for several years. Like, and I know he's young. I forgot how young these people are. They're still in their 20s, so they're going to be very much immature when it comes to relationship. I don't know how he can juggle two black women being as young as they are. Like, well, no guys probably won't be able to juggle them unless they know about one another. which later on down the line, it looks like they're going to find out about each other very soon, and that very soon is going to be the next episode. So, Benita is over there. She's drinking with her friend, and her friend's like, this guy, he up to no good. You know what I mean? She must know the nigga. And she calls the mom, and she starts suspecting the mom's full of shit too. She's like, well, you took the car off of me. She's like, it had to go get, I don't know what the hell she said this time before. Remember with the oil change? And this time she said that it had to get, well, maybe she did say it was going to get oil change this time. I thought that's what she said last time, but shit. The mom is over there trying to keep up with his lies, but she can't handle the shit no more. She should just honestly be, you know, she should just honestly be straight up, and you know what I mean, and that that'll work or whatever. But yeah. So Goddess is over there doing his hair, like I said, and then he steps out. So Benita's looking at like footage of him. He's sending her footage of him being at the strip club or whatever. He's like, I'm a man. I just got out. I want to go, have some fun or whatever. And that's normally what someone want to do. But why can't you take your girls with you? Why can't you take Goddess with you to go and have some fun? So now Goddess is saying that he's full of shit. And I don't want to spoil things, but I think I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. But the whole point is that Benita is going crazy. Goddess is starting to suspect that he's full of shit. And Bonita already know her man, so she knows he's already full of shit. So with that being said, it looks like next week they're gonna officially find out about one another, and somebody's gonna be crashing the fuck out. Okay, that's that. So next, yeah, it's weird that the mom keep taking the car off on and off from her and all this and that, blah blah blah. This story is weird as hell. Moomoo's full of shit, and they both need to just leave Moomoo's ass alone or whoop his ass as soon as they see him next week. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen with that situation. But next on the list we have Rich and Felicia. Okay, so they're these two is wild too. This is starting to turn into a storyline where basically it's very predictable. I don't know if they're still together in the present moment, but I don't think they're a good fit for each other. Just my opinion on the situation. This girl apparently has several guys that she's still involved with. Let me see if I can get them off the screen so I can be able to um, make sure that I'm over here talking to you guys. But yeah, she is talking to several guys, not just him. She's talking to several guys because she had some type of network work where she was getting a lot of money from men in jail. And she even had her girl as a manager. Because remember, last season, Rich hooked up with one of the managers, a black girl, and they was managing this ring that they had where they talk to guys in jail and they send them money. So she had a lot of people that she's getting a couple of dollars from. And she tells him right there in the store, like, you gonna get my things? And he's like, yeah, I'll get a couple things, but you know how it is, da 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 da. I don't know if he even got her shit or not. It wasn't unclear whether or not he paid for her stuff or not, but she's over in the corner calling her manager, getting a couple of dollars off of her. Cause I think the manager talks to the guys when she's not around, when she's not able to. Like even in jail, she had so many. I think she said about 10 or 20 guys she had. So she was making a couple out. She got banked. She banked up. And It's all because of her. That's who they were, initially talking to, but she has other people on the side that's, writing these guys or talking to these guys, keeping them on ice while she's not around or whatever. So she's like a little ass pimp. You know what I mean? And Rich was like, damn, you still talk. This is how he met her as well 6 years ago. But I guess she was more serious with him. She considered him her man. But now she's very skeptical because he used to be married and he never told her about this. I don't know if this is her way of trying to get the fuck away from him because obviously he's not married no more. I don't know because he that's unclear as well. I don't know if they're editing it this way, but he's saying I ain't even married to the girl, and she's like, "Well, you're gonna have to provide me some proof." I don't know how hard it is to provide someone proof that you're not married to a person no more or whatnot, but she never even knew about the marriage according to her. So that is kind of weird if you with someone for 6 years, you tell somebody basically everything while they're in jail. You get very close. You or should be comfortable with somebody enough to at least let them know that you used to be in a marriage and now that you're not in a marriage anymore. But they're at the store and she needs some clothes. She's trying on clothes. Girlie is thick as hell, so she like she shit. I used to be little as hell when I got went to jail. Now I need new shit. Of course, she been there for 10 years. She probably don't have anything from 10 years ago. So yeah, so she calls up her girl, like I said, trying to grab some money because she's like, damn, you ain't bought me nothing. You haven't even bought me a gift, like. And that is true. Like, that's weird as hell. He didn't even have her like a bouquet of flowers would have been even nice when she came home. He just came like he was the motherfucking prize. And he is not rich. You are not you are not the goddamn prize, okay? Uh, this girl is even though she just got out of prison, don't get it twisted, motherfucker. She seemed like she got her shit together more than you. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. So I don't think Rich got no money and she know that shit. That's why she's over there talking to 20 different men and getting money off of them. Um she starting to notice now that, financially he ain't the one. And I don't think this is gonna work because what man is gonna let another woman be dealing with 20 different guys? I think she should go ahead and keep on finessing them guys. I don't know. She's already been in an armed robbery where she probably set somebody up. Them 20 guys better be careful because it seemed like yeah, she knew what the fuck she's doing. I don't know. That might have been the case with the first situation. She might have been talking to that guy and got him set up, and that's how she got those 10 years. But they're having a barbecue over there or whatnot, and they got crawfish and her whole family's come over. She said the Sicilians, they believe in marriage um, and they're going to be very skeptical if he's still married and about his divorce. They take care of their women very well. She said Sicilian. She's used to them providing everything for their wife or their woman, houses, cars, whatever. They're very spoiled. And but he's not Sicilian, Felicia. He's black. So girl, this is a whole different circumstance. If you want a man like that, you better go get you one of them Sicilians. And I don't think it's going to be hard for her at all. So they're just showing scenes of them crashing out, him crashing out and acting weird as hell, showing his real self, the person that he really is, and he can't be that way right now around her family because they ain't with none of that shit, okay? They're not with none of that shit, okay? Her family look like the type that will throw his, I ain't gonna say it, but you might not find Rich no more, okay? He fuck around with the right one. He fuck around over there. He's gonna fuck around and find out, okay? That's all I gotta say about that. But we seen them crashing out. They never really showed it. Eventually we'll see it or whatnot. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get to the next person so I can get this shit over with. But I didn't really enjoy this episode. It was, I don't know. was basically, was it them that was next or these two? I think it was these two right here. Diaz and Cyrus. Okay, these two goofy motherfuckers. The catfish dude. Okay, yeah. They goes over to his PO's office or whatever, and she's waiting in the car for him again, once again, to see what he could do, what he can't do. I guess it's around New Year's and New Year's Eve and all that other shit. And they're planning a party with their family members. They're going to get together. He obviously seemed like he misses his mom. He hasn't seen her. She only came and seen him twice while he was in jail. He probably got mommy issues. He seemed okay for now, but I don't know if I would be okay with him being around my kids this soon, like, because she don't fucking know him. And her sister already said, oh, her sister comes in the scene. The sister done been a few places. The sister said she don't think this fucking relationship's gonna work at all. Okay, she said she gives it about 2% chance of fucking making it, and that's not good at all. So she said her fucking sister's goofy as hell, and she don't know how to pick a man. If she if a man was, if a good man was sitting right in her face, she wouldn't pick the fucking man. So, yeah, the sister been a few places, but before we talk about that, he goes to the his PA. He comes out and he like, man, I got bad news or whatever, and she's like, what's going on? And he like, let's take a walk over here, and he walks her over there, and he like, look, I ain't gonna be able to come home, and she's like, what? He's like she's like she like I'm he like she like they sending me back to jail, and she's like, what you mean they're sending here like it's some violation? Then he like psych nah stuff, and he like to play, play. But before that, she braided up his hair. They getting ready for this little joint over there. So they drive to the shindig that they having over there for New Year's. His mom is there, her mom is there, her kids is there, and her sister, her family, friends and stuff. And basically I think he just had his mom there. So he was happy to see his mom. It was a really nice moment for him to see her after all this time. He meets her kids or whatever, and then he meets the sister. The sister takes him outside, like, look, I've been about a block a couple times, motherfucker, and I know motherfuckers like you. Okay, I've been in jail. I did my crime. I didn't handle. I didn't been in these streets. I've been pushing that work. I've been pushing that work up and down these highways. I went to jail just like you, and I know how you come a dime a dozen. But he looks like the Timu version of a dime a dozen. Oh God. So she's like, look, you gonna treat my sister right or what? What's going on? How you feel about my sister? And he's like, I plan to marry your sister and da, 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 da. And he like, no. And she's like, look, she goes in her little confessional and she's like, look, I know people like him. He ain't shit. And it's weird that she would mess with somebody that used to be her ex's cellmate and blah 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 blah. And that is weird. Like, how did y'all even hook up? Like, I still don't know how these motherfuckers hooked up. Like, he probably told him, like, yeah, she's a goofy motherfucker. So he started hooking up with her. She'll take care of him in jail or something like that. That's how dumb Dia is. And she's a lot older than him, but a lot goofier. Right now, it's like they are on the same path. Cyrus, he says he really likes her. I cannot believe that he don't got no choice at this moment to like anyone because he ain't been no motherfucking word but her with her. So yeah, that's how that went. It was kind of boring, but the best part about it was the sister with the bullshit. Okay, like it seemed like both of their families is with. They got some people that's with the bullshit if he even tries it. But Dia, she's willing to leave her whole family behind, even probably the kids about this motherfucker, Cyrus. ass, missing teeth looking ass with the, braids going to the back looking crazy than a motherfucker. I don't know what they did to his ass in jail, but they should have told him, like, this, baby, this ain't it. And who braided your hair while you was in jail? Talking about you ain't had none in 3 years. Okay. No, I'm not saying this and that about you, but yeah, you don't know about the motherfuckers in jail, okay? So next we're gonna go these motherfuckers right here. This now this is probably the best storyline of the this is probably the best scenes of the goddamn episodes. No crash dummy, okay? Now Kayla brings him. I guess she's bringing him. I don't. Did he hurt his leg or something? A leg brace or some shit. To the halfway house. She said that they were going to have a date later. Blah 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 blah. So he's limping and he comes out to get it, and he like look like he's uninterested in her motherfucking ass. So he's still pissed because she got his $42,000 in debt, and she maxed out all his goddamn credit cards. Okay, all of his goddamn credit cards. So Kaylee is like, damn, you ain't going to, embrace me. I done drove all this way to come do this and do that and blah 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 blah. So she starts talking about how she got into bad spending habits or whatever. She blamed it on her mammy. And yeah, it kind of seems like she's like her mammy, but that don't got shit to do with what she's doing to him or whatnot. So he's like, she like, we still going on a date later. He like, I'll see. So she's like, oh damn. So this will be their first date or whatnot. So he hooks up with his mom because he's like, damn, I gotta get a job. So the mom got a little, she messing with him, motherfucker. The guy his shit together. He got a whole HVAC company, and he hooks Michael up with a job. He goes on an interview. We already know he's gonna get the motherfucking job. He's like, you got your license? He's like, I'm about to go get him. He goes to the DMV. His mom takes him to the DMV to go get his license or whatnot. And he's like, I only got to pay $1,000 because Kaylee paid the other $6,000. Now, it seemed like to me that he did have Kaylee in there on the bullshit while he was in jail. Had him paying his bills and doing this. It seemed like she paid for him to be her man. That's how it looks like to me. And it looked like she was getting tired of that shit because she got all them kids and she just got over her head and got in debt because of it. She started using him like he was using her. That's what it looks like to me. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Kaylee ain't right and he ain't right neither. So but she's the one that signed up for this shit. So the person that's in the wrong at this point is her, because you shouldn't have lied to him about the situation. He is your husband. Rather, if you couldn't do it, you should have just said you couldn't do it. What you is thought he was gonna leave you when because it looks like clearly, Kaylee, he's about to leave your motherfucking ass. You ain't all that for him to be even, doing. I think if you would have been honest and you really did shit the right way, like he thought you was doing, he probably would have stayed with you, or I don't know, because it seemed like he liked you enough to respect you, to not want to argue around your kids or argue in front of other people. It seemed like he respects you in that manner, and he still accepts you as his wife. But all the stuff that he ran into since you can't, he's been out, which was not that long. Yeah, anybody would be pissed. And Michael, I'm not into white guys, but he's not bad looking. Like, so, and you, for somebody that had mommy makeovers and all this money you spent on yourself, girl, bye. But his mama, who ain't shit neither. But you can tell she cares about her son. Takes him to the DMV. Of course, cameras can't go in the DMV. He comes out the DMV. She like, you get your license? He hops in the car. He's like, yeah, I got my license, but I had to pay $6,000, half of my money. He had $14,000 saved up that his mom gave him. She gave him the credit card. Said it was the debit card. Said it was attached to her account, and to go in there and pay off his fines or whatever. He had to go in there and pay six. Jeez. But that's his fucking problem, right? But only reason why I'm gonna give him graces because Kaylee lying ass over there told him that she's the one that she paid $5,000. He the whole time she been lying to him. So how could you have a relationship with somebody when you can't really trust them? And you just got the fuck out of jail. He's looking at her in a whole different way, and she's already not something that nice to look at. Okay, period. So I don't know if they even went on a date in the scene. They kept on showing the scene where she goes on a date with him and he cussing her the fuck out about this situation, and she throws the ring at him and he's in some water or whatever. She's just like her mom, a little mini me of her fucking mom. That's a damn shame, and that's nothing to be proud of, Kaylee. That's nothing to be fucking proud of, okay? Your mom is crazy, you is crazy, and you's a liar, your mammy's a liar and a scammer, and that's just what it is. His mom was right. They, the mama ain't shit. She really hasn't elaborated on Kaylee, but when she found out that Kaylee did all that shit, she ain't gonna be feeling Kaylee either. Okay. He was pimping Kaylee from jail. She do got a lot of kids to handle, but she has a spending problem, and that's just what it is. So who else do we have? I think that's it. I think I covered. Oh no, 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 no. Hell, we got one more person. That these motherfuckers. Okay. Now these motherfuckers right here. I don't know if I have a smaller version of them. Let's see. So I don't think so. I gotta get them a little whatever. But we talking about Kirsten and Brady. Okay, so Kirsten and Brady, and she's gonna go visit Brady. He's still in a halfway house, like 6 hours away. So she has to drive all the way down here. He get a 42-hour pass. Brady is on the verge of basically probably getting back on that shit. Okay, that just is what it is. That's his comfort zone. He don't really know this girl. He wants to be in a family, I believe, but he don't know her and her motherfucking bet. Her, I mean, I ain't gonna call her kid bad. Let's just call them mischievous because kids is gonna be kids, but it seems like her kids is a little wild. Some wild little motherfuckers just not under control. You know what I mean? They talking about, oh mom, I can't wait. They're driving down the highway. The little girl like, I can't wait to see y'all kiss. What the fuck you mean you can't wait to see them kiss? Like, what you know about a motherfucker getting intimate with someone and wanting to kiss? Like, girl, bye. That little girl, and she better watch that little girl and them little kids or whatever. And he's like, he's telling the little kids, no, you can't go in the bathroom with her and blah, blah, blah. She don't even know this motherfucking man. Why do you have your kids around this fucking man that was a fucking drug dealer, crackhead, next door neighbor before? That's how you met him. Like, and then you decided to be with a man that was in jail, which is your decision. But you don't know him enough for him to be, even though y'all are married to one another, that don't have nothing to do. Just because a motherfucker goes to jail and marry somebody don't mean that they married a good person or someone. He don't even be around his own goddamn kids. But anyway, she says she spent her last $1,000 again. She comes up with these $1,000 and shit to help Brady or whatever. I mean, so she can be able to be around him because he's far away. He's 6 hours away in a halfway house. So she drives down. They get a hotel room. She says she got a hotel room for his other baby's mom and his kids, his daughters. So they're supposed to be on their way down there as well. They're in the pool. He's like, I ain't trying to fuck up this ankle monitor getting in that pool. You know what I mean? He's trying to do things the right way, but he just seemed like he is struggling with this shit because he this is a lie. Like he hasn't even seen his own kids. He probably feels some guilt because of that. Yeah, and Brady is going through it. So I think that Brady and Kirsten, I think he cares about the girl, but he don't really know her enough to fucking care about her. And how he gonna care about her when he ain't seen his own goddamn kids? Okay, and I think she honestly wants him to be involved with his kids. She honestly wants this shit to work in her head, and she cares about him enough to spend her last. And you know, it's her husband. Whether anyone likes it or not, they're married to one another. So he steps out the room and like, I gotta take this car. His baby mom called, and she's like, look, I ain't gonna be able to come down there because what's her name, lymph nodes is fucked up, and I'm taking her to the hospital. So lymph nodes might be a sign of like infection or something like that, or someone's sick. Yeah, that it's just swollen up lymph nodes. Is basically you might feel fucked up, and like, so one of the daughters, she said, I think he has twin daughters, cute kids. He hasn't seen them in about a year or something like that. He hasn't seen them since they were really little, and I believe he really misses his kids, and he really probably wants to be around his own motherfucking kids, not her kids, but he's trying because them is his kids now, his stepkids. So he's so disciplined, motherfucker. He have to, okay. And I ain't even mad at him because them motherfuckers are jumping around from here to here. Them little kids got ADHD. But anyway, he like, damn, I'll leave this motherfucker to go see about my kids. So I don't know if he's on the verge of trying to go down there and see what's up with his kid. He got 48 hours to go do it, and that's all I know. I guess I think next week is going to be a lot more interesting, and yeah, it's going to go down next week. We're basically at the end of this Love After Lockup season. I don't know how many more episodes that we have. It's not that many. It's probably, I think they do like 8 or something like that. We'll see. But whatever the fact of the matter is, I will be covering it. And yeah, that is that. That is the end of that episode. It looks like Brady is going to be crashing the fuck out. It's a no crash dummy. Um, Next episode, I think Bonita and Juarez is going to find out about each other because Bonita is stopping at nothing to find to figure out what the fuck Damon is over there doing. Moo ass is over there doing, and it seemed like she ain't playing with him. She don't play with Moo. She probably picking his ass up and twirling him around the thumb on that fucking bed. And Goddess, oh my God, I really want to spoil this. I think I will because y'all probably already know that her ass is out here pregnant right now by him, and Moo has. They're already out here talking, so just let's call a thing a thing. I wish I had the clip, but Moo's like, look, hey, I ain't leaving Bonita. So that is that. So we already know where this shit is going. Okay, it's going straight to hell, just like any other situation. But that was the review of Love After Lockup. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how you guys feel about this episode. I don't know what to say. It was okay. I enjoyed reviewing it, and I hope everybody enjoys their week, their last day. I hope you enjoyed yesterday, and have a good day, guys. Please comment and let me know what you think about this episode. Bye.